All right, it's that time again for another edition of Ball Chat with Kenny on Impact Television and, of course, Impact Business Radio 92.5 FM. This is the one and only basketball show in Nigeria, where we serve you with the latest when it comes to basketball. I also have some very interesting basketball interviews. And today, yes, I've got someone special on today's edition of Ball Chat with Kenny. Yeah, it is Anosike. You're talking about one of the best Nigerian players in diaspora right now. He is in that conversation because of what he's done in the last 1-2 years. Consistency at its best. With his team in China, Feng, he won the MVP. He finished as one of the top scorers in the competition. And right now he's in the Philippines. He's done so well with his present team in Philippines right there. And of course, we're going to have a lot to talk about today on the program. And by the way, I am Kenny Bamidele. Welcome on board, and of course, especially welcome Anosike. Welcome to Board Chat with Kenny, Iji.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Happy to see you, my guy.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have you here, really, because we should have had this long ago, but you've been so busy. But talk about. I want us to start with your basketball journey. How did you start? How did you go into basketball? I know friends that tell me that before they started basketball, they were playing football. Was it the same case for you?
No, I didn't play football. I'm actually really bad at football. In fact, like the basketball journey, it started when I was really young. I grew up born in the diaspora, and my older siblings played. And then I watched Kobe Bryant play in the Lakers. They won a championship, and he wore number 8. And I'm the 8th child, so it made Kobe my favorite player. That's how I love basketball. But growing up, my mom used to take me back and forth to Nigeria when I was a kid, when I was little. So, right since I was 13 months to about, I really started playing basketball when I was like 12. I was going back and forth to Nigeria, school in the U.S., go to Nigeria, stay in the village. It wasn't until I picked up the basketball, she was like, all right, you can stay in the U.S. for the summer and play basketball. So, that's how I got into the game. And then, hard work, dedication, things happen. And now we are today.
That's really good. That's really good. And you mentioned your mom. When you told her that you want to play basketball for first time, what was the response?
Oh, she already knew that's what I wanted to do. It was just not a matter of how you're gonna do it. It's about just the execution. Because we had moved to New Jersey, we didn't really know people in New Jersey, so my basketball journey was whatever I made of it. I had to go out, find the coaches, find the teams, do all the information. Take the bus to practice. My mom worked 3 jobs, so she didn't really have time to do that stuff. So everything had to be self-made, and we just thank God for His guidance.
Yeah, that's good. Now, where did you start your basketball career? I mean, your professional basketball career, and what lessons did you learn right from the time you started basketball, and how has that affected your game today?
I would say when my pro basketball career started in 2022. Got my first contract to go play in South Korea for a team called KT Sonic Boom, who I just played against last month in East Asia Super League in the Philippines. Wow. So I just played against the former team.
It was a very emotional one for you.
Oh, super. Very personal, but very fun. But, I played well against my former team and my teammates. We won KL Cup, the Korean Cup. As a rookie, I was able to win MVP. So it was a great welcome to the pro moment. You start off the pro with a championship. So that was fun. And then from there, I moved to the G League. I played with the Utah Jazz G League team and the Dallas Mavericks G League team. So that was an experience in itself. I got to see how things work from the inside. Made some great friends. Went to NBA All-Star Weekend. Made some great connections. Chopped life a little bit, but that's just how the game went.
Yeah.
But definitely the biggest story about being a pro is perseverance. Perseverance, man. If you don't got the thick skin, if you don't got the ability to bounce back when things get tough and to keep fighting, you will never be able to reach to the top.
All right. Let's talk about the national team appearance. I think that was the Pro Olympic qualifiers. I think that was last year in Lagos, and that was the first time that I met you in person. And I must confess, you have a great personality. And I remember that time we talked for some minutes. You mentioned how you love to play for Nigeria. You told me about how you're happy to represent Nigeria and how anytime you're called upon, you're always ready to play for Nigeria. You know, during the pre-Olympics, it appears that the fans in Lagos were rooting for EG, because I was at the court that day. You know, I saw how even your family members turned up to watch you play. How does it feel playing in Nigeria and seeing the fans, cheering your name, and even your family, they got your back? How was the feeling?
It was lit. I wish every player could experience that. For me personally, I haven't been back. I haven't really seen my family in Nigeria 15 years. So when I got the opportunity to go play in the pre-Olympics, my last time I got to see my family back in the East was like 2009. And at that time, I was working as a welder's apprentice for my uncle in the village.
Okay.
And then the next time I got into basketball, so I stopped going in the summer. And then since then, just been hustling. And when I got the call to come play for the national team, I told my mom, so I'm playing for Nigeria. She herself was shocked, like wow, you gotta go home. And then I told my mom to bring the whole family, so I was able to get a bus from the East to bring everybody to Echo Hotel to watch me play. But the biggest thing is just to be able to play in home soil. You know what I mean? It was just a different experience, different feeling to play in front of the fans, especially for the kids. A lot of the young hoopers in Nigeria, they followed my journey, and then they were able to meet me in person. So that was a great experience to have. It's not like playing at home.
Like you said that the last time you came to Nigeria was 13 years before that time. And I don't know, when you got to Nigeria, what were the changes that you noticed from the time that you left Nigeria, the last time you left and the last time you actually came? What were the changes that you noticed? And what would you say about also the growth of basketball in Nigeria? I say,
Yo, there's no more Mr. Bigs. Yo, we were just talking about, we were all at the poolside. Because I was the only one from the diaspora that came back. All of us reliving our childhood. Like, there's no more Mr. Biggs. There's no more Bar Beach. No more Bar Beach. We're like, bro, all this stuff is gone. We looking at, so it was different because for me, growing up, I never went to Lagos. I never had much time to spend there. Whenever I came to Nigeria, I got shipped off to the East, and I stayed at my grandma's house in the village. And so, it was my first time really to spend time in Lagos, so it's something I was very excited about. So it's many of my family, they never got to see a basketball game in person, especially to watch me play. So it was super dope to see everybody come back and come support.
Okay, which one during your stay in Nigeria? Which one of the moments was the most embarrassing for you?
Which one? Damn, definitely trying to talk pidgin because. Yeah, I ain't had an accent. It was I be pidgin now. I always understood what people were saying. I could just never say it back. I'm still Americanized. So that was the most embarrassing part, but it was fun though. I did an interview with there was, what is it called?
Is it the Nollywood actor?
No. I was on a radio show and it was only pidgin. Like they only speak pidgin.
Yeah. I think
that was on the radio show.
Brila FM?
Was it Las Giddies? Maybe. I think it was Las
Was it Las Giddy or Brila FM?
Yeah, I think it was one of them. They only speak pidgin. The whole interview is in pidgin. I was like, dang, this is tough. So that was the most embarrassing, but it was the most fun though. And then again,
so how are you able to cope? How are you able to cope with, answer the questions in pidgin?
Hey, it was a fun experience, It was like welcome to Nigeria moment. I had to get an update. So since then, me and my cousins, I told all my cousins, you gotta talk to me in pidgin now. So that's how I learned. So now I can write it. I can understand it better. Now I just gotta get the accent back. I need another trip to Nigeria.
Okay, EG, how you day? How your side?
I did now. I just did.
Okay, tell me, what happened? You watch NBA match this morning. You see what happened to Boston Celtics?
You see, I see what you're trying to do now. We're not about to do it right now.
I'm trying to expose you, brother. I'm trying to expose you.
My friend, you don't go expose me. Oh.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So that was the last time that you played for Nigeria, and yeah, there's been one or two tournaments since then. There was the fourth phase of the Afro Basketball Class earlier this year. Even though we know how tough it was for the team to get to, was in Tunisia. It was a very tough one in terms of the financial brouhaha that the team faced in that one. But going forward, yes, going forward, are you looking forward to another time playing with the national team?
I'm always down to hoop. One thing about me, I do a lot of play basketball. So, if the opportunity presents itself and I'm available to hoop, I'm always down to hoop for sure. I definitely got close with a lot of the guys on the team. So, it's like Mike Nuga, all those guys, my guys. So, it's nothing like playing with your brothers, especially my first time. Got close with a lot of the local players, eBay, Kanye Sola, all those guys are super cool. So, anytime I get to hoop with my guys, Michael Kiki, all those guys, yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull up for sure.
No, that's good. That's good. And you mentioned some players that you're close with. You mentioned Mike Nuga and the rest of them. But I just want to ask this question, yeah? Yeah, growing up, yeah, watching national team basketball, which player always motivates you? Which player makes you want to play for the national team going forward? Do you have any player in mind?
Big Ike Diago, sure.
What you like about this game?
He was just mad physical, and he was the heart and soul of the team. So, and then me and him, as I got older and my basketball career starting to take off, we got connected. So he definitely gave me a lot of advice over the years on hooping. Definitely while he was still playing, he was telling me my time gonna come, keep working, I'm on the right path. So especially throughout college, because I think we got connected like right when I got to college and I started hooping, things started going well. Then we locked in, and he gave me all the way through till now.
All right. This is a very interesting question. I want to know, in the present, the Tigers team, beg your pardon, which player would you like to go 1v1 with?
Anyone, it don't matter. I'm with it all. Anybody who want to play me, can play me.
What if you're going 1v1 with Maisie, Chimezie?
Like I said, we all boys. Anybody want to play me, can play me. We all boys.
You think you beat Maisie? You think you beat Maisie 1v1?
My friend, iron sharp as iron. Someone's gonna win. Someone's gonna win. Well, we all great hoopers and we all love to compete. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Good. All right, now let's talk about your time in France and how important it was for you right there. Let's talk about your time in France.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna go play in France, first division. I get to the team situation. It wasn't the best. Obviously, coach didn't really watch film on me, what type of player I was. So even as what I was doing, that really gave a fair opportunity. And then next thing you know, a team in Belgium, Liège, they're playing in two leagues, EMBL, European competition, and in the Belgium league. So they're traveling out of Europe, playing in different teams, different leagues, much more exposure. They reached out and said, hey, we want to get you out of the contract. A job probably as soon as possible. And then the rest is history. Go Belgium, and that was everything took off from there.
I think you got the MVP in Belgium.
Yeah, I ended up winning forward of the year. I took my
forward of the year.
Forward of the year, we won the bronze medal in EMBL. In Denmark, we played there. We beat a team from Lithuania in the bronze game. We won that. Won the Final Four of the Belgium League. Had a winning year, first time in the age I ever had a very winning year like that, successful year. Fortunate enough to win Florida of the Year, set the tone for a lot of awards. And that is just the grace of God that, it's a story of perseverance. France didn't go well, but, sometimes you move to a situation where it's much more better than you and you could blow up to be the star that you're meant to be.
Yeah. That's good. Now, from Belgium, you went straight up to China, and knowing fully well that you spent some time in Asia before with that team in South Korea. I can't remember the name now. You mentioned it earlier. Spent some time in South Korea. Does it mean that you acclimatize easily to your stay in China when you joined Guangfeng? Was it that easy to acclimatize?
The thing about Asia is every country is a little bit different. Every country has a different kind of vibe. Playing in Korea is much more westernized. People are familiar with American culture. There's some English speakers, so things are a little bit different. Especially going to Korea is a little bit easier adjustment. When you go to China, Chinese is the most important language you need to know because no one speaks English. So
Mm.
I relied heavily on my translator, and the flight to China wasn't the easiest, but it was nice. It takes about a week to get adjusted jet lag wise and playing in China. So, but it was a great experience though. China, for those who don't know, when it comes to playing overseas, is one of the hardest places to get a contract to get opportunity to play in, due to the nature of the competition and it's such a high demand. Many players want to go there, so to be able
You
to
just
be at
said
my
that.
age.
You said that China is one of the hardest way to play. But brother, you got the MVP in that league. How did you do it? Was it that hard for you because you were basically dropping those big figures with Kongfeng? How come you say it's one of the hardest league and you cooked all through?
I'll say it's because it's hard to get into. You know,
Okay.
they really to get into Asia, they really want a lot of guys who played in the NBA, guys who played high level Europe overseas. It's very rare that someone young as I am to get opportunity, especially this is just my second year as a pro to be able to get opportunity. In China, I was the youngest player in the league. Um, playing as like ex NBA player. So then again, and then also in China, just it's a high demand. Like you have to perform night in night out. If
Mm.
you don't perform well, you're getting sent home. You're going home. So
Yeah.
definitely, I was happy to have that challenge.
Okay. That's really good. Now let's talk about your move to Philippines. So I have a friend who also played in Philippines before, but she schooled in Philippines and now she's back in the United States. But I know basketball in Philippines is actually there, it's alive. But do you think that basketball in Philippines is that lively?
The Philippines basketball culture is one of one in the world. I never seen nothing like this. Like the fans so into the game, games
Yeah.
is packed. I went to a university game, super packed. Like I think every university here has one Nigerian on the team. One Nigerian
Wow.
player, foreign exchange on the team, which was pretty dope to see. Nigerians abroad to hoop, chasing a dream. Um, and then the fans, man, to play in the Philippines, basketball is the number one sport here. And for me, living in Manila is no different. It reminds me a lot like Lagos. It's no different. You know what I mean? Like I could see if Nigeria we had an organization to build something like this, and especially for kids to play basketball at a high level, like the fans will love it. Similar demographics. In the Philippines, and it gives something the kids to do. Like I went to the game the other day, last week, college game. They put in the same arena that we played in. The college game had more fans than we did. It was sold out. All
Wow.
students.
Wow.
All students. Rivalry game. So it was, definitely some. It gave me some optimism because maybe one day something like that could be in our country and we could experience some positivity like that. But definitely playing in the Philippines. I played for San Miguel Beermen, which historically they won 30 championships in this league. It's like playing for the Los Angeles Lakers of the Philippines. So a lot of my teammates are very notable, having Hall of Fame careers. So it's very cool experience.
That's really good to know. Let's talk about National Basketball Association. If you have the chance to play, would you like to play in the NBA right now?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play in NBA.
Do you think that dream is still alive?
Oh, it's happening. I'm living it. So definitely, it's gonna happen. Pretty sure. I think
Okay,
it's
good.
God.
Which team in the NBA is your favorite right now?
It's my favorite. I grew up a Laker fan. I grew up a Laker
Okay.
fan. Definitely now, because I just love basketball, I can watch anybody. I can watch any team play. Love the Miami Heat. You know, definitely love the Dallas Mavericks. You know, the Knicks now is definitely good. I like to watch them. So with me, I grew up. A lot of my friends are playing in the league, so
Yeah.
definitely I root and support everybody.
Okay, good. So that means you'll be rooting for Bronny and LeBron.
Yeah, definitely,
Good,
definitely. Be
good.
father and son to hoop in the league. Hey, that's a blessing in itself, man.
Yeah, that's a big one indeed. That's a big one. Now, who is your greatest of all time?
What I think the greatest of all time.
Yeah, yours,
Uh,
yours.
for me, I grew up watching Kobe. You know what I mean? Like Kobe was my favorite player. Like
Yeah,
he's my GOAT. Now, if we're going statistically, LeBron has it all the way. He put the work in. He did everything
yeah.
that needed to be done to be statistically. But I think mostly on impact to the culture, Michael Jordan definitely did it. So when it comes to GOAT, there's different tiers on what you're looking for as far as
Yeah.
GOAT. Impact to the culture, Michael Jordan culture to create the way for everybody else. Love you can perform the peak, love you can perform LeBron, take it all the way. In 21 seasons, this is something that the world's never seen before. And just the embodiment of hard work and dedication, I'll say Kobe's GOAT because, man, he turned something out of nothing.
All right. Turn is something out of nothing. All right. For all the games you have played as a professional basketball player, which game would you say is your best that you came in clutch for your team?
The best game I ever as a pro. Um, whew, um, mm, I'll definitely say it gotta be my rookie year. It gotta be my rookie year. It gotta be the KBL Cup. My first pro game ever. I had 39 points. And then uh, we, my teammate got injured, the other foreigner. So I was the only foreigner on my team, and the other team had another foreigner. And it was like that the whole cup, and then we managed to win a championship. And then and then in the championship game, I made like 7 threes, and then we was able to win it,
You
and no one
made
expected
seven
my team to
threes.
win it. Yeah, I was going crazy that cup.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy though. So did your team win the finals?
We won the finals as a rookie. This is how I started my pro career off. Started
Wow.
off with a championship. Yeah, in
Wow.
Korea.
That's big. Big.
Yeah,
That's
that
big.
was that was notable for sure.
Very good. Good. And so let's talk about your game. Which part of your game are you trying to work on? Yeah, like which part of your game do you feel like, oh, e.g., I need to step up in this area of my game? Which one?
I mean, as far as it is now, I think I could really just get better at everything. I think for me, I have the benefit and the luxury, and very fortunate enough to be able to be in a position to play multiple positions. So when you're able to play multiple positions, that means you have a lot of responsibilities. So you gotta be ready for any task that comes your way.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I didn't grow to be 6'10" to make life easier. So with my size at 6'6", you got to be extra special. You got to work twice as hard. You got to be able to have no flaws, no weaknesses. So definitely, I think overall as a better basketball player, I just got to keep evolving in all aspects: dribble, pass, shoot, run, everything. Just keep
All right.
maximizing to the next level.
Now we made an announcement that you joined the Beerman team in the Philippines. When is the next announcement?
Oh, coming soon. We have another game. Right now, we're playing in East Asia Super League. So we play against all the best teams in Asia, the reigning champions from each league: Taiwan, Japan, Korea, Hong Kong. So right now, on this game, November 13th, we play a team from Taiwan. They come to the Philippines and play us, and then we go to Japan, Korea. So I think that's right now. Those are the biggest announcements because winning the East Asia Super League would be great. It would be a great experience, another championship, and something to be proud of to be able to see Asia and go all around.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, Anosike, for joining me today on Board Chat with Kenny on Impact Television and, of course, Impact Business. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, my guy. I appreciate you.
All right.